So 22 years ago.
22 years old, those fish shelters.
Yeah, nice poncho. I mean, this is backyard living.
Yeah, it's backyard paradise, and Joe said you changed our lives.
Amen. And the chairs are perfectly positioned. I guarantee you, you melt some stress away in these chairs.
We've even had a couple people suggest we should have weddings, here. Like, no, that's okay.
So there's Jeff Paquette, Picture Perfect Ponds.
Greg.
I'm Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. This is my channel, Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy, and it's all about showcasing how people live the aquascape lifestyle. Where are we at, bud?
We're in Longmeadow, Massachusetts. We're at the home of Chris and Joe. This is a little pond we built for them 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. So, Rich, what just happened? We pulled into the wrong house.
This is kind of one of those projects where they're thinking about a pool, but we talked them into the pond because it's a lot better way to spend your time. You can use it for more of the season.
It's a multi-dimensional use versus a one-dimensional use. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is an ornate backyard. Holy cow. And to think this is only 3 years old. Wow. They have decked out and customized this water feature, to say the least. I love it. I like the little she shed, man cave, whatever back there. I love the swing. So this actually started off, they were interested in a swimming pool, huh?
Yes, and they decided, let's go with a pond after seeing friends of ours, the Trance, who we'll see this afternoon, friends of theirs, the Trance we'll see this afternoon. And we mapped out, they wanted one about the size of the Trance, which this is. When I came out and sprayed this out, you know, our artist renderings when we were on my initial visit, just as I was leaving, I took my white can of spray paint and sprayed it up the hill.
Yeah, why not take advantage of a slope?
Actually, Chris and Joe texted me a couple days ago and said, could you weed out those cannas? They've really overtaken the bog. And I said, the camera is going to love those things.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, obviously that's a tropical plant. Doesn't come back every year, but you know, we're in here in the summer.
This is about a $60,000 project with the Goshen Stone patio.
Very similar in price to a swimming pool, an in-ground swimming pool, but unlike a swimming pool that out here in Massachusetts you can use maybe 3 to 4 months out of the year, this you can enjoy 12 months out of the year.
Exactly, and they're already planning, figuring it out. They've got the heater out here to extend the season right here on the patio. Brought in this bar and carriage house.
I love it.
Got their beautiful landscape stone patios. That was put in after this.
Hot tub. I mean, this is backyard living.
Yeah, it's backyard paradise, and Joe said you changed our lives.
Amen. So there's a waterfall spillway up there at the head of the stream. It actually flows down and it goes through a wetland filter. So the water quality, once again, another wetland filter. There's the top of the snorkel for the once-a-year cleanouts. This is where the actual filter is. Aqua blocks, snorkel, centipede, okay? But you don't need a biofalls up there, and you also don't need to start the head of it, and I like it. It's here, it's kind of at a plateau. So the top of the peak where the waterfall starts, a little plateau with an upper pool. Look at the sedums here. I mean, this is only 3 years old, and look at how it softens up. One of the keys about naturalizing a water feature is you don't want to know where the water ends and the land begins. And instead of having all stone, you got some stone, some sedums like this. Beautiful little bridge that everybody's going to want to walk over. And then look at the way the stones are put on the edges. Once again, you have areas that break up with that. What is that? That's not a lizard tail. What kind of?
Water willow.
Water willow. I like it. So water willow over here, and it's softening up the edges. You got a beautiful big umbrella. Look at this.
That is a variety of ajuga.
Okay, so got some ajuga right here. You got the elephant ear. You got some lotus. I mean, these people are into the hobby. You got floating impatiens. It's really cool. You got the little alligator, all of the tchotchkes. I think these people really get into this hobby. Do you think they're enjoying their yard? I think they are. I think that's actually a self-portrait of them right there.
When we got here, we approached from this side of the house. This was lawn. There was an old place set over here, and that barn over there was sitting right where this carriage house is now. We brought in a shed guy who moved it over to there. Then we mapped out this area. There were 3 stumps in the ground here. Had no clue as to how deep they were. 1, 2, 3. So I had to pop those out, and as I was digging those out, we went deeper and deeper and deeper. After a little investigation, there was standing water back here. So we put a underliner drain system in here. Muddy mess as we put in our big 1-foot underliner gravel and tubing drain station, which goes to daylight behind their new carriage house slash bar. So we had to do that first. There's a lot of pre-construction. Then our liner obviously went in, and rock and gravel after that. They've just done such a gorgeous job here with their foundation, block wall foundation, fire pit, the Goshen stone patio and bridge we put in initially with these stepping stones right here. We wanted that bridge to go somewhere, and you can see how people, they've put their spin on this. They've got the outdoor heater so they can extend their season, a little fire pit, all the accoutrements. It's just a gorgeous feature.
Hello.
This is Neil.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Neil.
Neil and Trudy.
Uh-huh.
Trudy is the daughter of the original owner of this pond in the backyard, Buster Stahl. Buster got me into the pond business back in 1998. We had taken on Buster as a new client for our mowing maintenance business, and I was trimming some hedges in the backyard, which I'll show you.
Uh-huh.
He had never got to the pond. I always wanted to build a pond in my backyard.
Yeah.
And so we went to a build-a-pond by our now distributor, Aquascapes of Connecticut, Rob Townsend. We built the pond in a day, ordered a kit. Shortly thereafter, we were here building a pond for Buster and Shirley.
That's
his wife.
so nice. And he enjoyed it? Amen.
This was a article that he went and bragged to the local newspaper.
Oh, I see it. Water garden creates soothing senses, creates backyard oasis. Yes. Let's go see this thing.
Let's go see it right this way.
Okay.
Well, actually, the hemlocks where I was swimming aren't there anymore. That's where that fence is.
Well, it's been there for 22 years.
22 years.
Oh, I love the location. You did a great job.
Buster said, I've got a low spot way in the back corner of this small yard, and I'd love to put a walk pond there because we're all to collect.
Of course.
And enough by listening to
to move it up.
Say, let's get it up against the patio, which was actually just a little wooden one at the time.
Yep.
And we got my can of white spray paint that my artist rendering here. Follow the curve of the feature, where the feature was going to go. We built an 11 by 16 pond here. 2 feet deep.
Wow.
That was 1998. 5 years ago, probably. You tasked us to rebuild this.
The fish were getting bigger and bigger, and the pond was fairly shallow.
Yeah. You actually started to enjoy the hobby.
We love the pond. You see how clear the water is. We put nothing in the water. It is as you see it.
It's a healthy ecosystem.
And those 3 big koi were put in by Buster Stahl.
So 22 years ago.
22 years old, those fish are.
Yeah, nice poncho. Still the original skimmer, going strong with the old net design. Added a new spillway, which is just a spectacular little addition. Nice sound, beautiful. Got the biofalls up there, and I love the positioning of the pond. Like he said, he was supposed to be down there where the Japanese maple is because it was a low point that gathered water. You want to bring it up close and personal to the house. Look at all the windows, the seating area. You know, it's just spectacular. The original fish, which is quite impressive. They got some lines in here. Dissuade a heron from coming in, but just beautiful landscaping. It's just so full and lush back here, and it's not a big yard. I mean, this is probably 25 feet deep yard in here, and yet look at how beautiful this pond is. It just completely makes the entire environment here. Is that a hemlock too?
That's part of the hemlocks I was trimming.
Look at this, beautiful hemlock, and then just a secret little waterfall coming out of the base with hostas flanking it. Doesn't that look so natural? A raccoon came in, pushed those over, but didn't get any fish. So there's an 8-foot wide, 2-foot deep pond. A fish cave down there, the lilies. You will not get a raccoon that will swim and dive down and get your fish. You still could have an issue with a heron, but all those fish are original 22 years later, and that's why this little wire is set up.
When Buster tasked us with building this pond, there's not a day that doesn't go by that I don't think of her dad, especially when I'm on the job. When I think of it, I either get goosebumps or I want to cry just because of how he changed my life, and I'm now able to change other people's lives by bringing these beautiful water features into their lives and change their lives.
Amen.
It's not corny, but that's what we hear from everyone. You changed.
All because there is a pile of rocks and he saw it, huh? That's impressive.
So glad that you spent some time with us, and we're thrilled that you're part of our family, and we've all got your dad to thank for it.
It's the little accents. It's having a piece of driftwood with a grass in it. So this spillway bowl is just run by this Aquaforce pump that you just set in there because there wasn't enough room in the skimmer, the old skimmer. And then the skimmer pumps the water to the waterfalls and the Aquaforce pumps it to the spillway bowl, right?
That is correct.
Good work, boys. So where are we at today, brother?
We're in Springfield, Massachusetts.
And there goes a Jack. Another one of those F-15s. Those F-15s are everywhere. Hi, guys.
The only thing that you love more than animals is the pond that we put in the backyard.
Is that true?
Absolutely.
Hi, guys. I'm the pond guy, Greg. Thanks for letting us come over.
Thanks for coming.
So who's the gardener? Nice. Very good. So how long have you had the Aquascape pond?
3 years.
And it's been a good investment?
Best in the world. Awesome.
Did you commission this?
No.
But you have a white cat.
Yeah, it looks just like that.
Yeah. We
I love it. All right, let's go check this out.
changed a bit.
Oh, wow. Just spectacular. Framed out in this arbor, and the chairs are perfectly positioned. I guarantee you, you melt some stress away these chairs. Tropical water lily. Wow. What's interesting is you really kind of bifurcated the yard here. I mean, this fence, the yard still goes down.
It does. It's all conservation land out there.
6 acres of conservation land.
That is beautiful. So tranquil. The slope, I love the steps right alongside of it, and then right outside these windows, you're looking down right into there.
That's why we have our little mystery falls right here, so that Jan and Bernadette can see it from the windows here.
So what was the story here? How did you find Picture Perfect Ponds, and why did you decide to get a water garden?
We picked Picture Perfect Ponds because of their reputation, and he's local. He's just, a few miles away from us. Turns out we had a connection. We had a family business that his father used to shop at.
Oh, okay.
So it worked out really well.
What do people say that come to your yard for the first time?
They're amazed.
Awestruck.
We've even had a couple people suggest we should have weddings, here. Like, that's okay.
So you lived here for 27 years without a pond, and then the last 3 years with a pond. How's it been?
Oh, it's been awesome. We're out here all the time. We can't wait to open it up. We close it for the winter, but we open it as soon as we can, usually about mid-March.
Uh-huh.
And then we don't close it till the absolute last minute, December if we can.
Right.
I'll show you a picture of what was here. This was all grass, what you're looking at.
Oh, yeah.
That's that before and after.
Total different change in here.
Look at those gorgeous perennials. Bernadette and Jan are just awesome gardeners. They've just made this a place that the birds love, and they wanted to make sure that the birds continue to come. So we made this little bird bath here, and he's adjusted the ball valve, I think, to get that shower there. So we had made a bird bath. Looks like a bird shower right now. You can see what intrigued us here was this natural slope that we had. Originally, there was a pond just beyond that arbor, a little flagstone rubber-lined pond that Jan had, and wanted something a little bit different, a little bit more substantial. Saw us at the Home and Garden Show, and this is the result. We have a signature 1000 skimmer. We have this awesome stream again, 6,000 biofalls, which is giving us this great water clarity, and we have a spillway that we set up over here in Aquascape Spillway that's introducing water at an angle so that they can see it from this great four-season room they have up here. Look at those fish and the clarity of this water. Goshen Stone, we suggested that we could bring in our stone guy, and he built this great outdoor living area. You can see that bronzing that's characteristic of this Goshen Stone stepping going up. We set these first 2 stones, a couple of big pieces of Goshen cantilevering over the pond so that you can see the fish will swim right up here. Hand feed them here, get a fish pedicure, great circulation, just a beautiful backyard and beautiful people. Happy pondering.
So puppy, pond, and lunch.
You can't beat it.
When you were cutting people's lawns, they never did this for you, did they?
No, they never. And they never said you changed their life, Jeff. No, they never did.
Salmon, chicken, potatoes, potato salad. Wow.